monster, a god with a demon. Shorty over here, and she begging for my semen. Black imagination, taking over nations like I'm planning aping, but I'm in races like the new Usain. Top brain, insane, maintain, contain.
What the hell is up, everybody? You're listening to the In the Sky podcast. On this episode, we're following up on our Urban Legends cult series with ULC Fritz.
Yo, what's up? What's up? I'm doing good, man. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. Awesome to have you on, really.
Thank you. I'm happy to be on.
For sure. So, how old are you? Started off.
I'm 19 years old.
Okay. Now, did you graduate with the rest of them the same age?
Yeah, I did. Graduated Jirag, Ralph, Gianni, and Gillian, Caleb, and some of the others. They went to other schools.
Oh, so you went to the same high school as all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you from South Florida originally?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what was your upbringing like? Your childhood, if you had to describe it?
Yeah, my childhood was kind of rocky. My parents got divorced when I was about 5, so my mom became a single parent. But I appreciate her a lot because she's done a lot for us, me and my sister and my family. So upbringing, I can say it's been kind of rough, but you just got to keep going and just got to keep pushing through whatever struggles you got. So I guess to answer that question, it's been like a roller coaster. Nobody has a perfect life.
Oh yeah, for sure. Are there any situations you be able to depict?
Yeah, actually, So my mom, we used to move a lot because sometimes handling a certain amount of the rent would have been too much. So at certain times we had to move so we can find better living situations for us. And that kind of took a toll on me, but honestly it played out for the better because it made me a better person and made me more social. So I got to see a lot of things. And as for downsides, whenever I used to not see my mom a lot because she used to work 2 jobs one at a hospital, one at a clinic, and she would just do whatever she can to make sure that everybody in the family was well off.
Damn, that's respect.
Yeah.
Sure. Takes a lot to be a parent, man.
It does. I give my utmost respect and love to her.
Yeah. When you're a little kid, you really don't think about it. It's but once you start to get a lot older, you start to really appreciate the things your parents do for you or have done for you, regardless of how things were. You always, at least, they always made sure. I mean, at least in my case, I always made sure I was straight. And when you're a kid,
exactly.
When you're a kid, you really appreciate it.
When you're younger, you don't really realize things that you used to realize. Now, when you get older, you start realizing wow, my mom did this and we went through that, and it just becomes a lot better for you.
Yeah.
You tend to mature a lot faster when situations are like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can definitely relate to you as far as having to go from school to school, make new friends,
Yeah, I feel you completely. It happens to a lot of people, So whenever I have someone that understands how I feel, has been through what I've been through, it just, I just feel for them, because it happens to everybody. You can't have the perfect lifestyle,
Oh, never. And those things just some people do, and there's no hate towards those people because, they can't, nobody can choose what they were born into. But just growing up in the U.S. as a whole, we're kind of blessed, really, because a lot of people would do anything to live anywhere in the U.S. and, we're just really, honestly, as a whole, as Americans, I think we're blessed to live here over really anywhere. You're not really necessarily chosen the life you're given. I know as far as the U.S., there is a standard of what a good and bad life is. And
of course.
That standard is completely different, somewhere in China, because those people, they work for some work for pennies a day. Imagine working for pennies a day.
Dude, and you're slaving away for that. It's not just, oh yeah, I'm working a 2 to 5, a 3-hour shift. No, they're working 10 to 8 or 11 to 12, full on 12-hour shifts just to make maybe $100 in their check, and like, and it's sad. It's very, very sad. So we are really blessed to be here in America. It's an amazing thing. Some people take it for granted. Some people are like, oh wow, um, like people will complain about the smallest thing, and it's like, why do that when there's so many greater things to focus on, and not only that, but we have it so good, like, for example, like, I'm from Haiti, and the last time I went to Haiti was after the earthquake, and it was just a tragedy to go over there and see everything like that, and it humbled me so much to see that where I'm from, like, no matter where I am at, no matter where my financial stability could be, like, I'm blessed to be able to be in such a booming economy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because we're given the opportunity to actually make money off things like music or podcast or whatever the hell you want,
Exactly, like we have the ability to just be who we want to be, and even if it doesn't make us the most money, we at least get to shape out how our future can come out. You get me?
Oh yeah, always. And like another thing with that is too is like here, like, I mean, you do have options, but like here you can work at McDonald's for the rest of your life if that makes you happy.
Exactly, bro.
You could be an astronaut if that, if you want to put in the work and that makes you happy,
Exactly. It just depends on your work ethic and like wherever your imagination takes you. Like the work ethic can go so far, and there's so many different varieties and so many different things that you can do that like it's limitless, and it really just depends on what you want to make out of it.
Yeah, it's definitely like that's all it comes down to, and I think it comes down to a lot of what makes you happy. Because if you do something just because your parents want you to, or a loved one, or whatever wants you to, then I mean, if that's what you want to do and they also want you to do it, go for it. But like
Exactly.
if that's just what they want, then I wouldn't go for it. I mean, I ain't gonna be on no corny shit, but that's kind of the whole premise of High School Musical.
No, it is. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like that, like Troy Bolton and whatnot. Like he was like, yeah, like I wanna sing and dance. I don't wanna play ball. And like, yo, it's straight up, like it's true. Like, like at the end of the day, it's like it's your life. Like you do what you're gonna make you happy. Why would you conform to what somebody else wants for you when that's ultimately not gonna make you happy? Like, what would be the point of that? Like, and for the rest of your life, you're just gonna be living in regret because you're gonna be like, damn, what if I would have done this, or what if I would have pursued in that? And then you're going to look around and ultimately you're going to become depressed and be unhappy with your life. And, some people, honestly, it turns out great for them because they're like, like, even though I get to do this, look at my life now, it's better. It really just depends on your point of view and your perception of it.
I think college college is a good thing, but how it's, I don't want to say like commercialized, but how it is nowadays is like, it can't be toxic because it can lead to like a lot of students just partying instead of going to class or something. But it is good for people who want to get away from home and are wanting the good experience and like just meeting new people. Because a lot of people who are really successful actually like did go to
have
college.
Connections.
Yeah,
and
have
they go
connections. From
Yeah.
college. And when you go to a college, campus, it's a lot more liberal, and a lot more liberal people seem to be a lot more open-minded and true. I don't want to say true to things, but like if you were to pitch an idea, they would be like, instead of, no, that's fucking stupid. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's a good place to find, like, in that atmosphere, to be in that atmosphere.
Yeah, for sure. And I get you completely, I really do. College is, it's how you make of it, it's whatever you make of it, because some people say college is a scam, some people say college is a blessing, and honestly, it's both. It's a gift and a curse, because, if you're in college and it's because you want to pursue like law or you want to be a doctor, then of course you need that in order to get your studies and all that. But I mean, for others who, like they get addicted to the party life, they don't want to really do anything, like they're more of like of just a homebody, I guess you can say. Like you don't really wanna be in college. You just want to do whatever you want to do, and that's how, like you said, it could ruin you, because like you're paying like what, thousands of dollars to take like a couple credits that some people say you will never learn anything from,
Exactly.
but you're paying that money just to go out every day and get wasted. Like, what are you doing with your life? You get me? So like you said, it really just it matters on how you do it, because if you want to take it as a blessing and go ahead and get your PhD, then by all means do your thing.
Exactly.
But I mean, like, I just feel like, why would you waste that money and waste that time? Like, that's a waste. You feel me? Like, if you're really there, just 24/7, just I'm just gonna party. Like, I have a test today, now I'm gonna party. Like, whatever. What? Like, why'd you even waste like the $3,000 that you did on tuition? Like, come on, bro.
Let's all get real drunk for the night of finals. Like,
literally, bro. Like, yo, we have a test today? Nah, dog. David, come on.
I know a lot of people that just like went to like really good colleges and just like got drunk every day.
Oh yeah, I know a couple people like that too. You know, like they just wanna fit in. You know, like try
Just
to be
wanna
with
be like a part of the scene.
Exactly. It's like, bro, like what? Like, you really went to like Tallahassee or Gainesville or some like, or like LSU, or like you said, like, just because you wanna fit in and seem like cool. Like, come on. Like what's the point, bro? Like what's the point?
And you know what? I think that falls into a bigger thing where it's more like you don't want to miss out on something, because I mean, I was never in like a big college and I was never really big on the party scene, but I would go to parties and with the mindset of, man, I'm young, I don't want to miss out on this, or I wouldn't. I mean, that was a big reason why I didn't chase my dreams for a while of just being in this whole industry and like, you know what I mean? Because I felt like if I didn't go out and smoke or drink or something and just be really like unproductive, then like I just felt like I would be missing out on something if I didn't go out that night.
I feel that completely, because some people are like, damn, like, if I don't go out tonight, I'm gonna miss out so much. But it's like, am I really gonna miss out so much? Like, there's gonna be another party like this next week, or there's gonna be another party like this tomorrow. Like I feel like one day won't really kill you if you just stay in. You get me?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm like a recluse nowadays, bro. I'm really on this shit. Like, I'm always trying to sit on social media, or I wouldn't say that, cause
marketing, man, marketing.
Yeah, I don't really like social media as far as like seeing other people. Like, I mean, I like to use it. I like to use it to promote myself, or like put something out there that's actually like meaningful, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. It's all about you know, self-marketing, and if you want to put something that means something, it's, you know, it's just giving out love and happiness. You know, like 2019, baby, you gotta give that love and happiness. You feel me?
Always. And like another big thing is like you can't let it like brainwash you like how some people do, because you
can't.
You can go on a set and take 40 pictures and make it look like you've been to 30 different countries. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And you could just post those throughout like a month, and people who would see it be like, wow, look at this. Here's so-and-so has been to all these places. And you can easily just tag that place in the thing and look like you've been there. So that's a big shame with it too, is that it's just a lot of people, like, I don't know, I don't want to say like fake flexing a lot, but it really is.
Oh, it's literally just fake flexing, you know. And like the whole thing was photoshopping. Like, Photoshop is a big thing, a huge thing that like people don't really like. Well, actually now I would say that people are actually noticing it, but photoshopping is a big thing, you know. Like, people Photoshop themselves like next to somebody or in another place that they're really not in. And it's like, bro, like why are you trying to be something you're not? Like, what is so wrong with being you? You get me? Like, being you is being unique. And that's what really is going to make you fit in. That's really what's going to make you cool. That's really what's going to make you pop in. You get me? And not that any of that matters, but if it's such a big deal for you to get recognition, then why don't you just do it by being you? Because ultimately, if you continue the facade, like, you're going to be caught out for it. And once you get caught out for it, no one's going to like you. So they're just going to be like, bro, like, you're just the kid that was crying wolf the whole time. Like, come on, I don't want that. Like who wants someone that's just always talking out of their ass all the time? Nobody.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And another big thing about like fitting in, like that's what a lot of people like. I've met people that's older than me, younger than me that, I mean, I was once this person because, people have to like go from somewhere, and I was once this person of really just my whole thing was trying to get people to like me.
Mhm.
You feel me? Like, I was saying things to get people to like me, and then I realized if I'm myself, like, you know what I mean? If I'm just myself, then people will like me more, and then, it turns out just me being myself is a lot better than me trying to be someone else. Like, nobody in specifically, but just me not being myself, just trying to pander to others to make someone laugh, or, you know what I mean?
Exactly, but just being you is the best thing you can do. Like that's all I have to say about that, to be honest with you.
Facts. Back to the music. When was like the first time you were like, I want to start singing or like dancing? Like, when was like the first song that was like, ooh, I really like music, kinda?
Honestly, man, like that goes back to when I was a kid, like a kid. I'm talking about like 4, 5, 6, like around those, like 5, 6, 7, around those ages. Like that's when I really was like, damn, like music is such an amazing thing. Cause like I'd hear like any artist come on, and like if I like the beat, I'll just start dancing. Like I'm actually really good dancer, and ever since I was a kid, like I've just been like, damn, like I've been able to move to the beat or like move to the melody, like like the little dance to come on, like the Dougie or the Jerk or like the like Soulja Boy, Cat Daddy, whatever. Like I was always good at dancing, and at a young age, I knew I wanted to be within the music industry, maybe as like a performer dancing or whatever I could be. But I also did like rapping and singing. Like I used to love like reciting like certain songs by certain artists, and I would literally look in the mirror and like pretend like I was that person, like in front of the stage, just trying to become the best I can be, and like acting like the crowd was in front of me and like just dancing. I mean, every time ULC has a show, or like wherever I'm at, I always like to be like to show a show. Like I always like to put on a show. You get me? Like I feel like if I'm gonna go out, you gotta do it with the band. You feel me? Like you really gotta go all in. What's the point of giving a half-ass performance? Come on, man. Like if I'm gonna show you what's, I'm gonna give you all of it. So I'd really say like when I was a kid, like ever since I was a kid, I just loved it. Like I loved music. I loved the feel of the beat, and I've just loved everything about it.
What kind of music were you brought up on? Like, what kind of music was like your mother or like your siblings listening to around you that really got you hooked?
I would say it'd be really like R&B and hip hop. Like my sister would always be playing some type of R&B song, and like I love the beat of it. And my cousin that was staying with me, he'd always be having like some hip hop. Like I'm talking about like old school Tupac or some Biggie or some Nas, and maybe even a little bit of Jay. And then Kanye was incorporated into it with it. And then my sister would be playing like some Chris Brown or some Usher, like some Sierra.
Speaking of Usher.
Yeah, you feel me? Like so it's really just a combination of both. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So I really feel like those artists right there were like a really big inspiration for me.
Who would you say your favorite was, or ever?
I mean, it really depends on the genre that you want to put it in. Like if you want to put it in rapping and like hip hop, damn, that's real hard. I can't even lie to you. That's real hard. Like extremely hard. Damn, my favorite rapper lyrically would be Kendrick, just because Kendrick just when he speaks, bro, I'm just like, wow, like it's on something else. But if you want to say kind of like artist wise and throughout the whole thing, I'd probably say Kanye West. I'm not gonna lie to you, just because Graduation, like that album, I just love it. Like I love it.
Oh yeah, that's fire. I love all his albums. Really, he's such like he's so misunderstood, or not in his music, but like socially, he's so misunderstood. Everyone just thinks he's crazy. Blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
for sure.
He says like his tweets, like he says things, and there's so much context under what he says, but people, I guess, don't have the thought process of actually processing what he says. You know what I mean? And They
For
just
sure.
take it with a grain of salt, and you can't take anything someone like that has to say with a grain of salt.
You can't, like, Kanye. It's just like people don't understand that everything he says has to be met in such a bigger scale. People don't understand that at all.
Oh no, yeah, like I said, they take it all with a grain of salt. I mean, most people. I think people are really starting to realize, you know. I mean, imagine this. This is something that I talk about a lot because I just relate so closely to it. Is when Kanye was talking about a mental prison. Imagine you take it for what it is, and you're like, mental prison? What does that even mean? You know what I mean? But when you
Yeah, of
actually,
course.
when you actually give it some context and really give it, the thought, it makes a lot of sense and it's really deep.
Oh, it makes a lot of sense. Like, if you really, really think about what he says and the things he does, like, everything has a purpose towards it. Like, and honestly, like, people maybe not believe it, but Kanye says certain things for a certain reason, just to make sure certain things blow up. Like, for example, he does a lot of things for publicity, which is very smart as an artist, because how do you get exposure? It's publicity. If people aren't talking about you, how are you gonna get your stuff out there? How are so many people gonna know about you? Like, for example, one of the biggest things he did was the whole Taylor Swift thing about, like, Beyonce should have won this, blah blah blah. What dropped right after that? Runaway, bro. Come on, like, everybody knows Runaway is a classic till the day we all die. Like,
And I was
no matter
literally
what.
just listening to that. It's crazy.
I'm serious, like, Runaway, like, it's literally one of the best things ever. And, like, when he was acting like he was crazy, what came out? The Life of Pablo. What? Bro, that went, like, double platinum. Come on, like, everything he does has something to it. It really does, and that's the truth.
Speaking
And,
of publicity, how do you feel about the Little Uzi saying he's quitting music? Did you?
with that, I was actually pretty sad because, Little Uzi's he's just a man to me. You feel me? Like he's pretty cool. Like I can't even like his little shoulder. I fuck with that. Like, it's pretty fresh. Like, it's wavy. I like that. And like, he's a really humble dude. And honestly, I was like, damn, like that kind of sucks because, like, he actually could have went somewhere with it. With, like, because I know a lot of this new music and stuff. It's just a phase, and, like, it's just like a trend that's popping right now. But, like, Uzi was someone that, like, even though it was a phase, he could have stayed for a little minute. Like, that's a fact. Like,
Now my theory is that he's doing it for publicity.
you know what? That could actually be very true because did he already drop it? The Eternal Take? I think he dropped it already, right? Or no?
No, I don't think he did. I'll look, but no, he definitely didn't.
If he didn't, then I would say that it is publicity because people are gonna be like, people that don't know him are gonna be like, who's Little Uzi? Like, let me listen to it. They're gonna be like, oh wow, like, okay, like, this is this guy, like, and he's that guy that jumped off the top of the thing, bro. He's fresh. Like, let me listen to more of his stuff. Then out of nowhere, bam! If he drops Eternal Take, it's gonna just get, like, the most views he's ever gotten. So that is actually very true.
I mean, do you remember when didn't he get hacked right before Love Is Rage 2 or was it after?
I think it was literally right before.
Yeah.
And then it blew up.
Yeah. And he had people talking, like, everybody was talking about Lil Uzi getting hacked and this guy posting shit, like, day by day. Like, if he actually got hacked and he wasn't doing that for publicity, then,
he's just lucky. Like God just did it for him, dude. Like, he just had it like that.
But no hate to Lil Uzi. Shout out, you're hella smart for, knowing how to get people to talk about you if you.
Oh, for sure.
If you're just doing the whole quitting music for publicity. Because that's genius.
It is.
How does an artist, like, he's probably sitting, how does an artist get people to talk about, oh, I'm going to tell them I quit. I quit.
He's like, what? Music not for me anymore. He's like, what? And yeah, of course. That's very, very bright.
I'm actually thinking, it's like how females want to be treated. It's just like his fans. You tell them one thing, but it's not actually true. Just you know what I mean?
Yeah, my dog brought up the female gotta be treated, but hey, to all the women out there, shout out to my girlfriend. Matter of fact, you guys are queens. We treat you with respect and love. That's straight up.
Yes, you gotta love the woman. We all came from a woman.
Exactly.
So, when did you start recording and taking the music seriously?
Damn. It'd probably be like maybe somewhere around sophomore year. Sophomore year, I really started taking it seriously. And before that, like I used to like write a little something something here and there, but it was nothing really like serious. I would just freestyle from the top of my head and just say whatever. But I would really say sophomore year was when I took it seriously. And sophomore year was actually a crazy year because me and J Rock actually had like crazy incidents happen to us that sophomore year summer.
Like what?
That sophomore year summer, we actually got assaulted by a cop, believe it or not. It was actually the craziest thing, and we actually just left the studio, and like it was that incident made us go in the studio and make a whole EP, which you guys will never hear. Sorry, sadly, you guys will never hear, but we actually made a whole EP.
Why won't we hear
it? Honestly, it's because actually, I don't know. I'll talk to J-Rock. We'll see what we can do about that. We really will see what we can do about that.
Now, with the whole assault situation, what happened? Like,
with that, yeah, I'll tell you the whole story right now. Actually.
Yo, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, with that, it was just I remember perfectly. Actually, me and Jeremy were walking down the block of his house, and we were walking his dog. And as we're walking, a cop passes by, and we waved to him. And whatever, like we waved him, like saying hi, and that was back when like that song Panic came out with Designer, and we were there like sing beats and like having the in it because that was the wave at the moment. And when we did that, the cop stopped. And he's like, "What did you just say to me, bruh?" And we're like, "What?" He's like, "What did you just say to me?" And he came to me first, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "What did you say to me?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like we're making beats?" And he was like, no, like what's up? Like you have an issue? And we're like, what? Like we literally just said hi to you. Like what are you saying? And like he got in my face and like he started pushing me and he's like, what's up? You want to go? And like he pushed me like extremely hard and like almost fell. But Doug don't fall. I'll beat that nigga's ass. But no, I'm just playing. Then Jerron came out and he put out his phone. And like when he put out his phone, he was like, oh, you want to fucking record this? Like, are you serious right now? That's what you want to do? That's what you want to do? And he ran up to Jay Ryan. And he like grabbed Jerron actually by the like in a chokehold, but like in like a full Nelson and like try to throw him. And then like Jerron like moved out of it and I like ran up like, what's up with you, bruh? And like I ran up to him and then me and Jerron were both up to him like, what the fuck is your issue? Like why would you do that? Like, are you crazy? And then like he put his setup and then like he like reached back for his gun like he was about to shoot us. He's like, what's up? You guys want to do something? Like what's up? Make a move. And we're like, yo, honestly, bro, like I'm out, like, and I was just like, yo, Jerron, let's bounce, like, let's not like mess with this fool. And then after that, he started following us home, and he was like, oh, like, yeah, like, I'm gonna follow you guys home, so you guys make sure who I am, and you guys know what's up, like, he thinks this is a joke. We get like down the block from his house, where you can see like Jerron's house, and he stopped. He's like, hey, you guys come over here, let me talk to you. And he was like, you know what, I want to apologize for everything I've done, and honestly, I overreacted. I don't know what was wrong with me. I just want to let you guys understand that, like, in this day and age, you guys have to be careful what you say and what you do. And I mean, Jerron, we're looking at each other like, what? Like, you just assaulted us. And you want us to act like we're good now? Like, what do you think this is, bro? And he was like, like, whatever you guys need, like, I got you guys. Like, don't worry about it. Like, it's all love and this and that. And we're like, yeah, for sure. We walk into Jerron's house and we're like, what the hell? We just got slammed by a cop. And like Jerron sounds like he's a big guy. So like you just see this guy run outside like a 4 or 5, like as if he's Usain Bolt, and like just chasing after that guy. And then the whole like Color Bay Police Department came through, and it was like a big debacle.
Damn, and that's crazy because you can technically, say anything you want to a police officer. I mean, I'm assuming as long as it's not hate speech or anything, like you can say anything. You can say "fuck you, pig," like you can, and they physically cannot do anything. Were you a minor at the time?
Yeah, we were 16, 15.
That's fucked.
Yeah, and that was actually the craziest thing, to be honest with you. And it was what was crazier about that was even though we had the video, the guy, like the cops were like, oh, there's no real proof that he assaulted you guys. And we're like, are you serious, bro? Like you literally hear the grunts and like you hear the foam like slam on the ground. Like you're gonna tell us there's no real assault happening. But whatever, like it is what it is. We made a song out of it. It was a great song. We made a whole EP because of it, actually. So hopefully you guys get to hear that soon, because I actually still love that EP. It's a great EP. We have a lot of music that should be coming out. Just so y'all know, all the ULC fans.
Now, if this is too personal, let me know. But it wouldn't be personal, but if it's too top secret. Is that whole EP like that you guys, or that was influenced by that situation? Is it like a fuck the police kind of deal?
Yeah, we actually have one song that was literally just talking about the whole situation, and in the song we're literally just like pretty much talking about how like we're gonna find him, we're gonna give you your payback, like revenge is gonna come for you.
Oh shit!
And
I don't know about that.
You feel me? So like maybe that might be one reason why we're like, nah, we're not gonna put this out. But like usually we don't really care. Like it is what it is. Like music is a way of speech. Freedom of speech. So music is a way of expressing how you feel. So it doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, like we did have a song in it that was kind of like, fuck the police. Like this is like Black Lives Matter, minority shit. You get me?
Yeah, for sure. And that's a big thing in the United States, and a lot of people don't really realize it, is that people of color really are profiled by the police, like seriously, because
we definitely are. And I must shout out and give some respect to the cops that are racial profiling, because I actually have met some good cops in my lifetime. Me, Joanne actually know a cop that's our personal family friend. And like I give respect to a lot of the cops that are out there, like, giving everybody equal rights and showing them how you're supposed to be treated. But racial profiling is a really big thing, and not only with blacks but with Hispanics. And it really is something that like I wish could die down, but it's the way life is right now.
All right, so it's pretty given. I'm a white boy, right? That's whatever. So I'll give you a story about like, I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to sound racist by saying this or anything, but I feel like if I were somebody of color in this situation that I'm about to explain, then I would have gotten in trouble. I would have gotten in trouble. So, no hate or anything. I do realize this is all a really big issue in America. So, my buddy comes through and, he drops me off a bag, and I go to the gas station, and it's cold as fuck. I go to the gas station, and I buy some papers, and I roll up in the bathroom of the gas station. And so I'm walking home, and I'm smoking that shit. And little do I see a cop stroll by me. So I'm like, okay, I'm putting this out right now. Put it out, put it in my little vial, whatever I had at the time. I don't really remember. And I'm walking down the street. Another cop passes me. Buddy pulls over to the side, and they're like, let me talk to you. Granted, I had like a gram in my pocket, a roach that's half smoked, and they're like, let me talk to you. 4 cops hop out, and then another car pulls up. 4 cops, 2 in each car, hop out, and they're talking to me. And one of them had this like look on his face, and I'm just standing there like acting cool, playing it off. And they're like, yeah, there's just some guy walking up and down the streets. Kind of matched your description. Said he was like robbing houses and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, but Buddy was like making like he was giving a really weird face. I think I got saved because it was cold and you can't really smell in the cold. Mm-hmm. But I mean, shit. I feel like if I was like, not a white kid, then they would have tried to put something on me regardless. You know what I mean?
I feel that completely, because I've had some friends that have actually been like shoplifting, and like because they're white, they get off the hook. Like I've been there, I've witnessed it, where like they'll do something that like a black guy would have done it, or a Hispanic guy would have done it, and because he was white, let him off the hook.
And let me make it clear to everybody listening, I'm not giving you that story as like, haha, I'm white, I get off of it, funny. Like this is not something that's funny. It's something that's real, and it's always occurring. just the profiling of police officers. It's not
Exactly.
like a joke or anything. Like, it's real shit, you know.
It's a serious matter to all y'all.
And that's a big thing that comes from like social medias and stuff. It really tries. I don't want to get too deep on this because, you know, it's just something really overall negative, but it tries to really pin whites and blacks against each other, or just whites and like people of, you know what I mean? It tries to, in certain ways.
No, I get you.
In certain ways, like on platforms, it really tries to pin us against each other. But I'm smarter in that, you know what I mean? We're all just people, just come from different parts of the planet, and that's why.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah, it's really a really dumb thing when race, like how people see race, you know.
For sure, you know, we're all one. We're all the same person. Like at the end of the day, like we both got a mom and dad. We both live the same way. Like what just the color of our skin is what really makes us worse than you guys. But you know, it is what it is, and sooner or later that's gonna blow over. And once it does, like we're all gonna sing together and sing Kumbaya and just have a great time.
Well, have you seen what they say the average person on Earth will look like by like 2060?
Yeah, I think it was like that. They'll all be like kind of like a mulatto color, like it's kind of like a trans
like
color.
Mixed.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not really. I wouldn't say I'm a prejudiced person against any of that. Like, as far as like women or something, I mean, I don't care. Whoever really is just down for me. You feel me? Like white, black, blue, brown, it's whatever.
I feel you.
Like, I don't. It's so ignorant that people will look at that and.
No, extremely. Like it shouldn't matter at all. But that's really how people have it, and that's how people want it for the time being. But it is changing.
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of people are starting to realize that we shouldn't, you know, united we stand, divided we fall. That's some true shit.
Exactly. That's some shit that I actually believe in.
How did you get in the ULC?
So as for ULC, it actually really started as straight up just as like, you know, a bunch of friend groups, and like I was one of Duran's friends at the time, and we really just got into it. And I first got into it because Duran was telling me, yeah, I can make beats and I make music, and I was like, I bet, like let me hop in that. And nothing really popped off yet, but it really just started kind of how it was in our English class, and it was me, him, and a couple of our boys, and we're just messing around rapping. And then I went to his house one weekend, and I met some of his family, and I met some of his other friends, and then they're just like, yo, like hop in this ULC. And it was really like, at the time, like I think it was really just like 4 or 5 people, to be honest with you, like in the beginning of that. So you will see when I got in it was really just more of like a friend-based group in the beginning, but then it just branched out into a music thing. But in the end, it's still very family-oriented. Like, everybody in there is my family, you know, like, no matter who you are in ULC, if we don't talk as much as I do with some of the other members, like, it's all love no matter what. Like, if someone messes with you, you're messing with me. You feel me? Like, ULC is a really big family. Like, we have so many other people that are part of ULC that it's just such a big family-based group. You know, no matter what, it's all love. And you know, like, our supporters that are part of ULC, like, much love to you guys. So
for sure. If you could, you know, give a brief description about yourself, who would you say, like, who is ULC Fritz?
Damn. That's kind of hard, only because, you know, I feel like there's still so much more that I could find in myself. But if I had to answer that right now, I think ULC Fritz is just damn. You got me thinking right now. ULC Fritz is honestly just someone that loves music, loves to dance, and finds happiness being surrounded by other music-based groups and other music-based people with such amazing talents. That's ULC Fritz. Someone that at the moment I can say that ULC Fritz is just someone that is all about music, all about family, all about love, and all about just getting what he has to do just to get up there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard one, man. I'm gonna have to get back to you that in about a year after we're at Rolling Loud, so I can talk to you about who you will see Fritz is more in depthly.
Did you hear that outburst at all?
Yes, I did.
Okay, it's cool. What are some messages that you would like to convey to people?
That's actually very funny. Because I was about to talk to one of our producers in the group, Caleb, about a song that I wanted to make, and the name of the song was gonna be Not the Same, and it's really just a song that I wanna talk about, like, make sure that no matter what you do, you need to be happy within yourself. It's all about self-happiness and self-love. I would really like to convey messages like that to just make sure that no matter what you do, no matter who you're with, no matter where you go, to make sure to always be happy within yourself, because if you're not happy, then what's the point of living? You feel me? I'd also like to some matters that are like racial, that we are all one people. We're just one person. You get me? Like, so many people are so divided, and within like high school and college and just within life in general, like, things are just cliquey. You get me? Like, everybody has their own clique, and it's like, nah, like, what's the point of having a clique if we can all come together and just be cool with each other? You feel me? Like, we can all just get along.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the point of having to be like, oh yeah, I'm better than you, or say, oh yeah, like, no matter what you do, you're never gonna meet up to me. Like, what? Like, why do you gotta be so ignorant, dude? Like, we can literally just be one. You get me? So I'd definitely like to speak upon the Black community, self-love, and that's about it. And just having a good time, to be honest with you. Those two things are something I really want to talk about, is just the Black community, self-love, and knowing how to just be happy, with everybody.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
Are there any like shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Honestly, right now I probably just want to shout out my family, shout out my girl, shout out ULC, and shout out all the supporters. Like, we appreciate you and everything that you do. And C Breezy, Chris Brown, I'm gonna let you know ULC Fritz is about to dance battle on you. He's gonna show you what's up. So if you ever listen to this, mark my words, I'm gonna show you good that you're not the only light skin that could dance.
Hey, he's calling you out, Chris Brown. You better dance battle. Only on my podcast. No, I'm that'd be wild. Thank you for listening to the In the Sky podcast, and thank you, Fritz, for coming on, man. It was a joy to have you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.